The following interview was recorded live during the Technology and Curriculum Conference of Aldine. To find out more, visit their website, tccaconference.com.
Look at it. A lot of fun.
Oh my gosh, that is so much fun.
86 iTechs. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
And I was dead serious when I made that comment that a lot of schools, and I'm not knocking schools for doing technology. That's a big thing, you know. A lot of schools, push their technology really hard.
Yeah.
But that's one of my favorite things about it.
Yes.
Hot dog.
Oh, look at there. We got another one.
How you doing?
Welcome to the party.
Thank you.
Let me turn your mic on.
Yeah.
Awesome. So tell us who you are and what you do and where you're from and what school you work at and all that good stuff. Awesome.
Absolutely. My name is David Coulter. I'm an instructional technology specialist in the Aldine in the school district with Stellick Intermediate School, and I'm also the 2017 TCCA social media chairman. As you can see, the theme for our actual area is Video Games Unite.
Yeah.
And so we've worked a couple of months to really build the actual scene around this theme, and today we've been trending on social media for Flipgrid, Instagram, Twitter, as well as pretty much all the social media mediums.
Yes. Good job.
Awesome.
Kudos to you.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
We've definitely been blowing you guys up. So.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate that. We really appreciate that.
Awesome. And so you're an iTech?
I am.
Cool. And that's we were just talking about I was telling them, I was praising first the conference. Conference is great. David and I have done conferences all over the United States, from Orange County Convention Center, FETSI to AESA, big ones. Guess what? You fall into the big ones.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we greatly appreciate that.
Yep.
I said so many people have worked tirelessly over the years to make sure TCCA is the elite conference for, the elite technology conference for Texas.
Yeah. Yes.
And we really want to make sure that it's something that provides resources for educators and administrators and teachers alike. So we want to make sure everybody can actually give those resources to students to make sure it enhances their learning.
Yeah, and it's definitely, the sessions here are awesome. And so many. Yeah, I see why there's smiles on faces and everybody's happy. And there's the next part. It's free, people.
Right.
Yes,
right.
Yes, indeed.
And you fed me Chick-fil-A. Come on. If you'd have shoved Whataburger down me, then I'd have been like, I'd have just died right back here behind the booth. But I mean, this is, what a wonderful conference. But the sessions are wonderful. We did a session, and we had a wonderful time during the session.
That's what we want to hear. We want to keep that coming. I say next year we hope to be just as big or even bigger. I say each year we seem to keep growing.
Yeah.
And so that's a wonderful thing when people travel from near and far to continue to come to your conference at the hands of being provided the best technology resources there are to boot.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking just about the fact that you guys have so many iTechs, and you might not have as much technology per student, but we see this around the country. The schools, you're way ahead of the curve.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're prepping your teachers so that when that money comes, and it will, and the students will get that technology one-to-one, your teachers are going to be rocking the world by that time.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and that's something that we have to strive to continuously do. I know in my doctoral studies, I talk a lot about technology being, a constant evolution and something that's constantly changing, and we have to be prepared to be the change agents as technology evolves.
Yep.
Because if we're not ahead of the curve, then we cannot make sure our students are ahead of the curve, and then we have a problem.
Yeah.
So we have to always stay on abreast of the latest technology trends.
That's exactly
absolutely.
right.
Well, I have to say, I think, first of all, the idea of having a social media lounge at a conference, and again, I forget we're at a district level conference because this is so awesome. But to have a social media lounge specifically at a district level conference, but then not just a lounge. It's not just, hey, go to the library and hang out and do social media. You guys have it's like a party going on in here. I mean, it is so cool. I love the video game theme that you have, and I love the wall that you have where people are taking selfies, and people are taking selfies with all the cardboard cutouts. As Jeff said, people smiling and laughing, having a good time. Seriously, it's like you've found a way to, for this moment, take even some of the more experienced teachers to flip that switch and become almost kids again.
Absolutely.
It is so cool, and this is so awesome.
And we wanted to do that or whatnot. You know, like I told my committee, social media should be something that people enjoy doing.
Yeah.
I said, because if they enjoy doing it, it's going to draw people, and they're going to actually talk more about it and talk about the experiences that they have, that they've gained.
Yep.
But if it's something that is not, enjoyable, then they'll be a little bit reluctant to actually participate.
Sure.
We have to continue to make sure it's something that's upbeat, but draws people, but actually something they can relate to.
Yeah.
And I said that's what we were going for here. I said the running joke has been, okay, now we know about Sonic and Mario and all these characters. Do any of the kids know about this stuff?
Right.
I said, well, they can know about it if we let them know about
Right.
it.
Mm-hmm.
They have the video games out today, but they're not so sure about those characters that came beforehand.
Sure.
Just like the technologies and whatnot, as they've changed and transitioned with time.
Right.
I said there's a lot of different things that we've seen. We can probably go back to Fortran, and now we have things that are, Web 2.0 tools.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's a lot of things that have transitioned with time.
Yeah,
Sure.
exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's one of our biggest things is what we do this is if we tell teachers, if you can't share your story, then how are you going to teach them to share theirs?
Absolutely.
And that's where social media is. That's the great side of social media. If we can get them excited about sharing their accomplishments and what they're doing,
Absolutely.
then the kids will just pick up on that trend and go, oh, okay, it's not about these pictures and this stuff.
Yes.
It's about my achievements and my accomplishments.
Absolutely.
Everybody wants to see everybody else's achievements because that just drives the rest of us.
Well, I often tell not only the kids, but I say to many adults, there's a poem I always say to them, and I keep them when I speak to people. I tell them, if y'all don't mind, I'll say it to you all as well. I tell them, I say it's called The Man Who Thinks He Can. It goes, if you think you're beating, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win but think you can, it's almost a cinch you won't. If you think you lose, then you've lost. For out in this world we find success begins with a fellow's will. It's all in the state of mind. If you think you're outclassed, then you are. You've got to think high to rise. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can never win a prize. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger nor the faster man. But sooner or late, the man that wins is the man who thinks he can. So in all that you do, you have to know that you can do. You have to see it first. And if you see it, then you believe it. And then if you believe it, you can achieve it.
That's exactly right.
That is awesome.
Boom.
That's awesome.
That's a great way to stop right there.
Yeah, we're dropping. We're going to let you drop
You
the
drop
mic
the
right
If you had the mic, we drop it. That's beautiful.
Awesome. Man.
Thank you all.
They're very lucky to have you.
Well, thank you.
And I want to say this, and you can share it with everybody. They're lucky to have all of you because
seriously.
this is world class.
Thank you all, and I'm glad you all came to do this. This is wonderful. Please come back.
Oh,
I'd say that.
Well, and we thank TCCA and you guys and everybody.
Yeah, Justin. We met Justin in Springdale.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And he said, we'd love for you guys to come. We said, sure, man.
Absolutely.
That's what we
Yeah.
do. I mean,
thank you guys so much for inviting us and bringing us in, and we hope that we get to do this.
Yeah, we'll
not
come
just
back
next
as
year,
much
but
as
I
you
hope we
ask us.
become a regular fixture, just because this is so cool. So
Absolutely.
I did want to ask real quick. Is the level up theme is that like always the theme, or is there a different theme every year?
Level Up is actually one of the district's initiatives for technology, and it actually encompasses an online program that we actually provide to teachers, thus introducing them to the different types of technologies and how to implement those into the classroom
Okay.
for the students. So that's something that has been around for a little bit before this conference, and it's carried over and spilled into the conference for us to continue to push on, because there's Level Up 1, Level Up 2, and then there's soon to be a Level Up 3 and 4. So it's actually matriculating forward more or less with from the basics, and it steps into like the more advanced of technology.
Awesome.
That's very cool. That's awesome stuff.
Well, you share social media with us, and we'll tweet you out 24/7 if we can.
We would love
Always
that.
do it.
Yes,
And
yeah.
I've got to catch Justin and the crew and everybody. What we need to do is get you guys on one of our regular weekly shows.
Okay.
Yes.
Once you calm down, take a break. Like
right.
I'm gonna
Catch your
need
breath.
I need next weekend off, y'all. So,
I got you.
but we should get you on the show and talk about what you learned after this is all over.
We
'Cause
would love to.
I know you guys are pulling data like crazy and stickers,
are.
and we're going to know who went where and
Absolutely,
everything.
absolutely. I would love to be a part of that show.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Cool.
That's cool. Can I get a picture
Can
of
we
it?
get a picture?
Yes, you can.
Awesome.
You can.
There you go.
We would like to thank our guests for joining us for this interview. If you would like to hear more EduTech Guys, check out our podcast on iTunes.